What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Tech It Out channel. Today I'm doing something a bit different. Today I'm getting you guys involved and I'm reacting to subscriber setups, whether it be I'm roasting them or I'm trying to help them improve or they're perfectly fine the way they are. Now, do not take anything seriously I say in this video. It's all for good fun, just to get you guys involved. If you want to send me a picture of your setup, you can send it at my email at techitoutyoutube@hotmail.com, or you can send me a tweet on Twitter. It's techitout5 on Twitter. Go and follow me. Also, I have a Discord for you guys if you guys want to join. It's in the channel, the description, the video description below. Holy stunners! There is a Discord you guys can join that I made. I've already got a bunch of people in there as well. Go introduce yourself. If you want to find that link, it's actually in the video description below. Go say hello. You can @ me and say hello to me as well. If you find any cool tech things that you picked up, show them in the Discord, show them off. But with that said, guys, we are going to jump into this video. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some roasts, and we're going to try and help you guys improve your setups. Let's get on to the first PC. First PC comes from Joshua. Now, dickhead, you're meant to give me your specs, but luckily, I am the tech man. I can kind of see what you've got, all right? So up on the screen, we've got, obviously, and I'm going to trigger you all by saying this just because it's funny, EVGA. I don't say EVGA. I know a lot of you gave me shit for that. I say EVGA. Deal with it, alright? He's got a 2080 Ti, good old RTX cards. A lot of RGB. Looks like he's got 32 gigabytes of G.Skill Triton Z RAM, the RGB memory, though I've got the same. Is it 3200 megahertz or the 3600 megahertz? I don't know, because someone didn't link their specs. But this looks like Willy Wonka's candy factory, like when you enter the first scene and there's just a bunch of Wonka bars just like, that's what this looks like. Nah, it's an awesome system, man. I've got the exact same cabling, the white and black. It looks really cool. Personally, I say this and I have RGB in the background. It's just for aesthetics, okay? I normally have this all white and stuff. But personally, I'm not a fan. I think RGB is kind of overrated at the moment, but this is an awesome system, and it looks like it might have an 8700K or a 9900K. Correct me. Put the specs actually in the comment. I want to check what specs you have because I'm interested in this build, but it looks super dope, man. Well done. All right, guys, moving on to the second PC. It comes in from Dave. Now, Dave's PC, I think I'm looking at this sideways. Okay, I'm looking at this sideways. That's fine. Whatever. That's a big ass cooler. God damn, girl. Here's an MSI graphics card. Not the best pictures, Dave. Okay, so your system's fairly blue and red. I think you've gone for a blue and red theme. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are they yellow cables? Do I see yellow cables, Dave? Dave, no mustard cables in build, buddy. No. He's got a... Is this vertically mounted? I can't tell. This is... Mate, you fucking... all the photos are wonky as, but he's got an i7 3820 in it. The case is the Thermaltake V21 Cube. He's got an Asus ROG Gen. I don't know Roman numerals. Is that 4 or 5? No, that's 6, isn't it? Or is that 4? I don't know, whatever. Motherboard in there. He's got 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, a GTX 1070. He's got a 480 gigabyte SSD, 2 more 240 gigabyte SSDs, and a 3 terabyte hard drive. Okay, so on the RAM, obviously you're perfectly fine on the RAM. You can't really upgrade too far as you're in the highest, like, 3rd generation CPU essentially. I don't know too much about the 3820, but if you can ramp up that GTX maybe to a 1080, that'd probably be the way to go. But this seems as a really super solid system. Maybe get better cooling, because I believe those air coolers are one of the more basic coolers that you can get. Probably be able to overclock that 3820 if you haven't already by a little bit. I don't know if it's K and if you got to write the K, but yeah. Cool system, man. Well done. Alright, so fourth PC comes from Isaac. He sent me a photo of photos of his entire setup. I'm going to believe that's an Agon AOC 144Hz monitor. It looks curved. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. And maybe a 21-inch on the right-hand side. Just probably for Discord, Twitch chat, whatever you're doing. But what is that keyboard? It looks like it looks like one of those sherbet straws. That's what it looks like. It looks like a sherbet straw. And what the fuck are these cables, Isaac? What are these cables, mate? Do I see an Xbox 360 controller? Honestly, I would recommend cleaning those cables up. Even just get some zip ties, cable ties, whatever, and tie them behind the monitor. Most monitors actually had this little bracket at the back where you can actually slide your cables through. If you don't have that, maybe mount a little hook on the wall, like so, drill it into the wall and put a hook and run your cables through that so you don't actually see them below your monitor. You're just running them behind the monitor. So unless you actually look over the top, you won't see the cables. Just a thought. Hey, my boys running the HyperX. You get the HyperX, boy. HyperX. Yeah, I love the headsets. I've always used HyperX in my headsets. I've never gone to another brand ever. It's just my preference. What else have we got here? Dwayne The Rock Johnson hugging a rock. Is that Jesus holding a VB slab? Fucking oath. I love that. I think I just shit my pants. Cables, Isaac, cables. I don't even know what to say about this cable management, dude. You've got a cable that's nearly like inside the fan. This is terrifying to look at. Okay, let's see what the specs are. He's got an i5 8500. He's got 24 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM at 2133 megahertz. He's got a 2060 RTX. He's got a Blu-ray drive, 128 gigabyte SSD, a 2 terabyte. Wait, I think he's got 3 terabyte hard drives, and the case is an Antec DF30, which he got for free because fuck yeah, 2000s. I quote what he said. That's some like the specs are really good. That's a really good system, but dude, you really need to fix those cables and throw some LED fans in there because you know, RGB live. But yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Just clean up the cables. So Daniel has sent a photo of his computer. It's an Intel Celeron CPU J1800, 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, I'm assuming, and he's running Windows 8.1. Now, he asked me to improve this. Write this down, okay? It's going to be extremely important. This will get maximum performance out of what you're actually using here right now. Throw it in the bin. Bin that shit. Garbage disposal. Now, go. The next one comes from Taylor Patterson. He didn't post his specs either, but this is a gorgeous system aside from the rear fan being mismatched to all the other fans he's got, and apparently the GPU is super saggy. Personally, from this angle, I can't actually see the sagginess. Just put something under it. Just get like one of those little vinyl toys and then put it at the end of the graphics card and it'll hold it up. You're fine, don't worry about it. This looks really cool, man. Oh, seriously, this looks like a seriously nice build. I really like this Corsair case. I really like it. How much did it cost you? Aside from that, get that rear fan fixed and get an RGB fan in there, the same as the other ones, and you are set. Maybe even get some RGB RAM in there, because it looks like you have maybe it's a 1070 Ti, the Duke. I'm not quite sure. He looks like he's got an he's got an 860 Evo M.2 SSD in there. But other than that, I can't really tell what's in the system, because someone didn't post the specs. But awesome system, dude. Moving on, we got Kyle. His system is running an i7 6700K, an EVGA Z170 Stinger motherboard, G-Skill Ripjaws, 16 gigabytes at 2666 megahertz. He has got an EVGA Gaming Ultra XC RTX 2080. Nice. He said these names are getting too long. You know what else is getting too long looking at these computers? The storage he has is 2 4 terabyte Seagate Barracudas and a 500 gigabyte Samsung SSD and 850 Evo. This system is fucking gorgeous, but nice build, man, good stuff. Moving on, we've got Michael and his build. It's an i5 8600K at 4.7 gigahertz. He's got the Hall of Fame 1070 Ti at 2100 megahertz. I need to fart again. Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB RAM. I think he has, it looks like 32 gigabytes. He has a Z370 monoblock, a Bitspower Hall of Fame GPU block. He's got an Alpha Cool 80mm thick boy radiator, 180 or 280mm, I'm not quite sure. He's got the pump and the res. He has 3 Vada fans. He's got 8 times Armageddon RGB fans. And he's got a Thermaltake View 71 Snow White. I love this computer, and I love the fact that you've got another GPU sitting on top just so you can flex how rich you are. Mate, you wait till I get my tax return. Next up, we've got Luke and his gorgeous computer. He said, roast me and improve me, fam. He has a custom loop. He's got a Corsair 780T with 10 times RGB fans, I'm just guessing. 8700K at 5 gigahertz. He's got an EVGA 1080 Ti SC2, and he's got a water block vertically mounted. He's got a 16 gigabytes of G.Skill Triton Z Royal Silver at 3600 megahertz. He's got a Gigabyte Z370 XP SLI. He's got a Corsair HX H50i power supply, 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, and he's got a 1 terabyte Samsung 860 EVO SSD. This thing looks amazing. I love the look of this. This looks really, really cool. I feel like I can't really fault this aside from just get a newer graphics card, I guess. Like if you want to improve it, just get yourself an RTX 2080 Ti. All right, the next one comes from Leo. In his system, he has an R5 2600. He's got 16 gigabytes of T-Force Delta 3 gigahertz. What? He's got a 1070 Hall of Fame. He's got a H400 case, a B350M Mortar Arctic motherboard. He said, roast and improve me, sir. I moved the RGB strip to undergo instead of being ugly. Okay, well, shit, this is blue as fuck. This system looks really sweet, dude. Like the white and blue, I love blue, and the white together looks awesome. Moving on to the next system, we've got Brock. He's got an i7 9700K and a ASUS Turbo 2080, 16 gigabytes of Corsair RGB RAM, a Gigabyte Z390 Gaming X motherboard. He also has an X52 Kraken CPU cooler. It's all in an NZXT S340 Elite case. Everyone really likes these NZXT cases. I've never used one personally. I do like them, but I'm more of a Fractal Design fanboy. This system looks dope. I'm not sure if you're using that little figurine to actually stop the GPU from sagging, but good idea. See? Well done. I feel like there needs to be more fans if you can fit them, because having that one on the top looks really odd. I don't know if it's the photo or the other one's just hidden, but it looks really odd having one fan at the top instead of having two, just like this. I reckon if you can fit one, put an extra fan up there, get that bad boy up there, but man, you'll be pretty much set. Like there's not much to upgrade here, really. Like what do you want me to upgrade? Dope system, dude. Next up, the system comes from Justin. He has an R7 3700X. He's got an RTX 2080 Ti. He's got 32 gigabytes of Corsair LPX RAM at 3200 megahertz. He's got a Gigabyte X370 Gaming 5 and X62 Kraken CPU cooler, Fractal Design, my boy. He's got 2 terabytes of 860 EVO, a 1 terabyte 970 Pro, and 2 terabytes of hard drive space. This system looks dope. Cables need a little bit of a touch up at the bottom, and the rear, as you can see, the cable's running behind the hard drive trays. I feel like you could probably strap them down on the right hand side of the hard drive tray and run them behind the fans to actually get them through the little hole. This is a really dope system, dude. Good stuff. Next system comes from Lachlan. Oh, you're in for it, boy. He said, fuck me up. I didn't know you could water cool with Smurf ejaculation. It's like milking a cow, is it? That Noctua fan needs to go. That's so out of place in the coloring. But this is a fair effort, dude. This is a really dope system for like, it's either a micro ATX or a mini ITX. I'm not quite sure. Let me know. I don't actually know. You didn't actually put any specs. Next system comes from Tyson. Tyson has no specs. One thing I noticed straight off the bat, cable management. I can see the cables that are sort of just hanging around a bit inside the case. I don't know if that's a reflection or I'm looking into the case. You definitely need to clean up your room. You definitely need to clean up your room. Get those cables managed, dude. Get those cables managed. System look cool. Get an extra fan on the top because I can't see a fan on the top. I only see one. Get another fan in there and then post the specs and then maybe I can help you upgrade. Next up, we've got Leon and his Ryzen 2700X build. The motherboard is an MSI B450 Tomahawk. He's got an RTX 2070. He's got 32 gigabytes of Corsair RGB RAM, 3200 megahertz. He's got an NZXT X62 Kraken all-in-one cooler. He's got a 1 terabyte 970 EVO SSD. He's got a Seasonic 750 power supply and an NZXT H100i case. Another NZXT fanboy. This system looks dope. Looks dope. Next up, we got Jamie. He's got an i9 9900K, a Z390 Aorus Master motherboard. He's got 16 gigabytes of 3200 G.Skill RAM. He's got a Thermaltake 360 all-in-one cooler. He's got a 850 watt power supply and a GTX 1060. That was going to be the first thing I was going to say upgrade in this build is the graphics card, because that's obviously lacking in this build. Looks awesome, dude. Well done. Good stuff. Next up, we've got Josh. He said, this is old but still goes hard. He's got an i7 5820K at 4.5 gigahertz. He's got an MSI X99A SLI Plus. He's got 48 gigabytes of RAM because I can't afford my last set of RAM. Who the fuck uses 48 gigabytes of RAM? He also has 3 times GTX 980 G1 gaming cards and SLI because YOLO. All cool with EK blocks and 2 480mm radiators and 1 240mm radiator. Nah, it's a cool system. This is a really dope system. I don't actually think you need to upgrade for a little while. Even if you did, you'd get a decent amount of money out of those 980s. You've got 3 of them. Dope system, dude. Well done. Next up, we have Alex, and he said, try and fuck me up, fam. You're not meant to put milk inside the water cooling, buddy. Also, you've got 2 fans on the outside of the case, and your liquid cooling is running on the outside of the case. What are you doing? And fill your reservoir up. There's nothing in it. What the fuck am I looking at? Put the specs there next time, Alex. Next up, we've got Matthew, and he said, roast me like one of those French girls. I would, but I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Because you haven't posted the specs. Next up, we've got Daniel and his shitbox. Like, you can just tell this is like the Honda Civic of gaming computers, really. Like, who wants something like this? Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Nah, this looks really cool, dude. It would be even better if you posted the specs. Next up, we've got Matt and his computer setup, or gaming setup, what do you want to say? He's got an 8700K at 5.2 gigahertz, impressive. G.Skill DDR4 RAM, Triton Z RGB, 3400 megahertz. He's got the Gigabyte Gaming 73070, God, no. With an EK block. He's got a GTX 1080 Founders Edition with an EK block. He has radiators, a 360mm. He has Bits Power D5 mod top. Don't know what that is, but we're just gonna go with it. I don't know what an XSPC D5 Vario is. I'm gonna assume that's the case. I know the case is lower. I don't know what that is. Care to explain? He's got a shitload of memory, 850 watt EDGAR power supply. He's got mostly RGB Thermaltake rings. He's got a Thermaltake Core X7-1 for the case. Of course, like we knew that. He's got an Acer Predator XB2710HU. He's got an HyperX Clouds. My boy. HyperX, all the way. Love their headsets. He's got a Corsair K70 RGB MK2 MX Blue switches, that's the way. He's got a Zowie FK1 and a Razer bungee to hold up the mouse cable. I've got the exact same thing too, but I couldn't get the fucking cable back in the bungee, so I gave up. He also has a Stealth mouse pad and his Creative T42 speakers. That's a dope system. That's a dope and clean setup you've got there, dude. So, next up, we have Anthony and his setup. He has an MSI B350M Mortar Arctic motherboard. He's got an AMD Ryzen 7 1800X. He's still on the old school stuff. He's got a Team T-Force Nighthawk RGB DDR4 16 gigabytes. He's got a GTX 1080 Ti. Nice, keep that card for a while. He doesn't remember his PSU, and the cooler is some big quiet thing. It looks like Dr. Octopus's arms is what that liquid cooler looks like. I was looking at this earlier, I was like, what is that CPU cooler, and why are you running, like, you've got one cable running, like one cooling tube running like that, and the other one's running it overlap. I feel like you should switch those around so they just run in sync. It would look a lot smoother, but it's a cool system, dude. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for the video. I'm hoping to do something like this, maybe weekly if I get enough submissions, or even monthly if we can get and build up a bunch of submissions. Like I said at the start of the video, if you guys want to submit your setup with the specs, photos, and whatever you've got on your desk, please do it. My email at techitoutyoutube@hotmail.com, or tweet at me at techitout5 and go and follow me. Also join the Discord. With that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Me just playing around, roasting the shit out of you. It's just for a laugh. If you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button and let me know down below. With that said, I am gonna head out. Techman is going to bed. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm wearing work clothes literally just because I came from work and I couldn't be bothered changing, so goodbye.